Are we live? It says here I'm live for 9 seconds, 10 seconds, but is it the same chat window or is it a different chat window? How do I know? Speak to me, somebody. Type something.
Roadrunner has acquired
Oh, it is. It is.
yeah.
We're back. It's the same chat window. Look at this.
All right.
Okay. Good. We are back. I think, right? But have you had to restart your browser or something, or reload the window to be able to do this, or did it just come back? No, looks like we're okay. Can't do my job.
Hack away at some emails there.
Yeah, I should
In the background.
It came back by itself. It didn't come back by itself, but yes, I get the idea. Okay. All right, here we go. This is the same stack now. Where's the microphone? Oh, the microphone's a long way away. I should maybe bring it back here. Let's see. Here's the mic coming back. Where can I put it? All right, the mic is just hanging up in front of me here. Okay, let's do this thing. I have cables on the floor now, right where I'm supposed to be walking, so there could be disaster coming here. Okay, here we go. Paper's face down. Now, what we've got is strings up on the roof, which you'll see in a minute, and I've got some carriers. Where am I looking? I've got carriers here. Piece of wood with 3 special clothespins of the underwear type, which means they don't have, what's the word? They don't have, I can't speak English anymore. Stagiona monodis. Look at that. They don't have ridges. They're just smooth plastic so that when you clip your ladies' underwear, it doesn't leave marks and stuff in them. So, did you know there were such things? I didn't know that. So, I didn't know that. There are such things as underwear clothespins. Teeth, somebody's asking. Okay, so here we go. By the way, Cameron, you're live too. You're on the thing. Sorry. Sorry about that. So,
That's okay.
this is nice today. I did a good job out there. Look at this. This is nice. It's not sticking at all. Beautiful. And because I don't have 3 hands to do this, I've got a stick which will open all 3 at the same time. Is there an election coming up? Is that what the yelling and screaming outside? Yeah.
No, outside there's some sort of fire department parade about to start.
Fire department. What day is it today? That's
Friday.
September. They do that stuff in September. Really?
There are lots of fire people around, and I saw some fire trucks and some guy making announcements.
Is there something we were supposed to have been taking part in? I didn't see any notice. So.
I don't think so. It was over by Don Quixote. But they're just loud.
Okay, I'm not sure if it needs explanations. Remember, we started with the paper face up, sized it, flipped it over, sized the back side on the back side. So this paper now is all face down. I'm hanging them up 2 by 2, but what I do now, this is face down paper. I'm taking one sheet, flipping it over, so the top 2 sheets are now back to back. So if during the time they're drying, they do happen to stick together a little bit, it doesn't harm the front surface of the paper. At this point, we won't talk again about Misawa-san and his wife working together 50 years to do this job. Because he couldn't figure out how to make a handle for it. I still don't know what to think about that. This is nice today, you know. Also, before I forget, once we're finished here and offline,
Yeah.
I want to show you some emails from Ishikawa-san that
Okay.
came last night. There's slight ちょっと問題あります。
Okay.
Someone's asking about moving the mic back. It's not the mic cable, it's the video cable. The mic cable is long enough, it's on the floor. It's the video cable that is about a foot high that I'm tripping over. So. This is the Iwano-san paper. This is not the new test paper. This is a normal batch of Iwano-san's paper. This is for production. We're going to be making Ukiyo-e Heroes prints and yokai prints out of this paper starting tomorrow. That one seems heavy. Did I get 3 sheets by mistake? No. It's another indication of how wonderful these Japanese papers are. You know, this is soaking wet, saturated paper. I can handle it. I can move it around, hold it, flip it over, pick it up. It's an indication of just how strong this stuff is, how stable and, you know, what's the word, Job.
Yeah.
It's got body, it's got guts, you know. Everybody just hears me complaining about it recently, but the stuff itself is wonderful, wonderful stuff. You know, I should be careful. You know, all they hear me do is complain, but at the heart of it, it's fabulous, fabulous stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I'm complaining about that last X% that's not working as it should, but it's 95% there. You know, wonderful stuff. You can leave the wrong impression sometimes. How are the open items things working out? Any mismatches developing? Are we okay? Have you?
The invoices?
Yeah, the online versus localized. Any problems developing? Because last time in February, it was all the first day. It went bang, bang, bang. You know, they weren't updating online. So.
Huh.
And what happened was some people, after they pay, if they didn't get the print 3 or 4 days later, they went back online.
Yeah.
So we should check again. You know, we checked before doing the billing.
Uh-huh.
We should also check somewhere, you know, now and tomorrow, whatever, to keep on top of it. Because if they haven't been updating properly, people will start making a second payment. So.
Right. I think it's looking good so far.
The siren sounds like New York out there. We don't hear that day by day, sirens.
Yeah.
All different. What are they testing? All different kinds of sirens and announcing what they are, or something?
Must be.
Oh, questions. Oh, look at this! They've noticed my back pockets. I got my socks.
Oh.
When you get out of the shower, you can't put your socks on straight away because your feet are sort of still wet. You know, you can't. Whatever. So I just put my socks in my back pocket and. Later I'll put them on, maybe. We're coming up to season where I can keep the socks off, you know.
Yeah,
I don't like socks at all. You know.
Starting to get warm.
It's getting there, so it's getting there. That drives Teiko-san crazy, you know.
Not wearing socks?
Yeah, in the shop. And she said many times, you know, David, please, you know, I don't care what you think about it, you know, you're a hippie, it's everything, but there's so many people who are disgusted by this. You know? And she's probably right, you know. She's probably right. At home in my own workshop, who cares? But this is an actual, you know, shop downtown, and you know, And when people walk into a retail shop, the dude is in there and he's not wearing socks. It's perhaps not so cool. So I should pay more attention to her, you know. The problem is when the girls start nagging me like that, you get that feeling of, here's my mother nagging me again. So you want to resist.
More
you know?
resistance.
So I know. I know I shouldn't do it. I should do what she says, but there's that inbred resistance to what these women want you to do, you know. I don't know. There was a funny one in the shop yesterday. I can say this without saying his actual name.
Yeah.
There was a young man in here for a print party. It turned out he had an interesting first name. It was sort of some original name that I'd never heard before. It was actually a word that means something in another language, but clearly that wasn't perhaps the effect. It was just his name. So he has a print party with Teiko-san. We're chatting in the store. And then I forget how it started, whatever, but at some point, you know, like, what does your name mean or something? The question came up. And he said, oh, it's no problem. He said, it's the first syllable of my mother's name and the first syllable of my father's name pasted together.
Yeah.
And the guy was from Canada. He said he'd been living in the Okanagan, you know. So that fact, Canadian, born in the Okanagan, his parents played a game like that, sticking their names together. So I said, you're kidding. Your parents are hippies, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't take it as an insult. He said, yeah, of course, because they must be my age. I mean, I've been there. I've been down that, you know.
Yep.
He's exactly my daughter's age.
Yeah.
So his parents were 1960s hippies, whatever, in the area that I was, you know.
Yeah.
He laughed, you know.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah, he's a good guy, nice guy. So. Not catching much of the stream here, sorry. Oh, this is a good question. How far in advance can we size paper and it will be okay? This is a huge, deep, interesting question. I can't answer it. We struggled. No. It's really interesting. When you get old paper that's been sized, is it okay to use still? Or how long does the size last? Should we size it in advance, put it on the shelf and still use it? Mm-hmm. We're sizing it right now. Bang, it's going to be used tomorrow. Is that good or should it wait for a while? We don't know. And everybody you ask has all different answers based on all their different experience. The Sawaki-san, the guy who's making this paper for us, not sizing, he thinks the paper itself should sit at least a year before using it. And like he doesn't have experience making prints, but he has experience making paper. And he feels that the paper just becomes more solid and stable after waiting on the shelf for around a year after making it. I don't know, exactly a year, whatever, but anyway, X amount of time. Then the sizing question, also too, when I chatted with the guy who's doing the sizing for us, Misawa-san, he thought also that when you size paper, you shouldn't use it straight away, that it should have time to sit and stabilize. And yet most workshops, and ours is one of them, we size it and use it, size it and use it. You know? And certainly that's what was done in the old days. There was a guy in the workshop who was doing sizing. It was his job, and he kept in advance of the printers. And it was sized and used. You know. But I had the experience a few years ago when the Italian friend Marco was here. He was just doing test printing and stuff, and we didn't have enough paper to use for testing. So what I did was I went to my cupboards, got some of the old Jackson issue paper, reject prints that I had done for that series. But because the Poet series has just people in the middle and open space all around, there's lots of empty paper you can use. So it's a reject print, but it has clear, open, empty areas to print on.
Yeah.
So we were test printing, he and I test printing, this would be about 10 years ago, on rejected prints from 15 years before that. And it was wonderful. Wonderful. Paper that had been good to start with, after sitting on the shelf for 15 years after sizing, was beautiful.
Well.
Beautiful, yeah. It had aged pretty well. Or maybe that was the optimum time, I don't know. So maybe it just gets better and better and better over the years. At some point, it's got to start getting weaker. This size is just glue. It's got to, break down. It's just a hugely interesting thing I would love to experiment with, but how do you experiment over something that takes generations? Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been babbling. I don't know the answer to your question. Okay, here's the last pair coming off here. I might need your help, sir. I need an extra pair of hands here.
Okay.
So what happens is, I can't slide this one forward because it's on the plastic. So if you can go out of sight, can you hold this up? There's 2 sheets.
I'll hold the paper up.
If you could hold them up like that so that I can you reach over? And I'm going to keep it straight because I'm going to come in. Once I've got it, you're no longer needed. Thank you, sir. Out you go. Thank you. Because it's going to, if you hear it,
Oh yeah.
comes off the plastic. So. Oh, the bells are. Look at this. It's all worked just perfect timing. Teiko-san's coming at the bottom down there. I'm done. I got to unclip the mic. So the last thing now is I've got to put this paper. I've got to wrap it up because if we leave it out hanging like this, it'll dry too quickly. Sized paper has to dry as slowly as possible. Well, within reason. It's got to dry slowly. There we have it. Good. Mission accomplished. That's the work for this morning. There we are. Thank you very much. This has actually worked out quite well as far as timing goes. There we are. This is Friday. I'm not sure what I'll be doing tomorrow. Do you know? You don't know?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no idea what the stream will be on tomorrow. I haven't a clue. But there will be a stream, I suppose, of some kind. Okay, that's it. I've got to get downstairs now. It's 9:30. I'm on duty with Teiko-san to do the parties. And the other thing I know what I've got to do over the weekend is finish the books, the Ukiyo-e Heroes books. Sewing has got to be done. So that might be streaming on Saturday. We don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Signing off for now. Where's the camera? First camera off. If you stare at the owl stares back. I might be printing owls, I don't know. I think, will people be disappointed if I do that? Or it's just,
No.
I don't know. How much? How many owls can I make before people just start to leave? Anyway, here we go. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.